Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Dream and Bone Tarot, where we step into the dream, listen to the bones, and uncover the story written in the cards. If you are new or returning, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Alex. For your birthday period, we're going to be doing a 7-card spread, looking at your current energy, what's affecting you most right now, what's in your subconscious, the lessons you've learned recently or in the far past, the ideas and energies you have coming in, what you need to see or what you can't see right now, and then the likely outcome should you stay in those energies. I have already meditated on your cards, I have cleansed the space, and I have asked for messages only of love and light and for your highest good. So let's get right into it. The first card is going to be your current energy. What is the current energy for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles. So you're either having some opportunities coming in or you've already had one come in. Either way about it, I think you're feeling pretty good right now. There's a lot of abundance surrounding you. That can be in the form of money, of course, financial situations. It can also be family life, love. Pentacles are the 3D, so something that you are currently experiencing, it feels good. What's affecting you most right now? What's affecting Virgo most at the moment? Any messages of love and light, please? Affecting Virgo most at the moment. Thank you. The High Priestess. So you've gone through a bit of a transformation. You're connecting very strongly to your higher self, your intuition at this moment. Oh. Okay. Knight of Wands. You know what? I heard no, so we're not taking that one. But the Knight of Wands is in your subconscious. Knight of Wands is a very creative energy. A lot of ideas coming in, taking those ideas and turning them into passion projects. That is in your subconscious. So you have a lot of ideas flowing, a lot of creativity about you right now, feeling very creative. And happy birthday to you, by the way. What is a past lesson for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Thank you. Thank you. The Six of Wands. Past lesson for the Six of Wands. And generally, the Six of Wands is about a victory, something that you've been very victorious in. You've had some past wins. You have learned to do something successfully. Thank you. See, the ideas or the energy that's coming into your life is the Ten of Swords. This is a painful release from something. Ten of Swords is, tens are all about completion in tarot. It's also about beginnings. It's, in tarot, it's the only cards that, you end with a double digit, but you also start again in numerology as number 1. So tens are kind of funny like that. They are the ending, then they are also the beginning of something else. So the Ten of Swords is what you have coming in for your ideas or your energies. Thank you. The Seven of Swords is what you don't see and what you need to see right now. Seven of Swords suggests a plan. Bottom? All right. Thank you. It's so funny. I saw this card coming up and I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a very transformative reading, something that needs to be transformed. And of course, it's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Page of Cups, which I only saw once earlier, but I saw the death card about 3 times. So I'm going to take the bottom card. We're going to put it right there. And then we are going to start clarifying. So the Ace of Pentacles in your current energy. Be using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot to clarify. And if we need to pull more clarifiers, we certainly will with another deck, because they all seem to be pretty calibrated tonight. Thank you so much. The Moon and the World. Thank you. So something you've been working on. We have the Five of Cups on the bottom, which suggests that maybe we're not looking at something that we need to be looking at. So to clarify the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Moon, the Eight of Cups, and the World card. I am getting that you do feel very confident in your current energy. This is a very confident card. Definitely showing up as an opportunity that recently had appeared for you, but something came to light that caused this opportunity to come in. Something that was perhaps hidden from you before. It's almost like an awakening. You had an awakening. And I think this had to do with this high priestess, this having some intuition and having an awakening about a situation that you were in and you got yourself out of. And you walked away from something that was no longer good for you, because the world is a cycle. Cycles ending, cycles beginning, doors opening, doors closing. But this is, an infinite loop. We're constantly going around learning lessons, learning something new. You did learn something with the Moon card. Something came to light, caused you to walk away. And it was something that had to end. It wasn't for your highest good. And now you were in this Ace of Pentacles. You had, even though you walked away from something, you had another thing that came in to take its place, and it was even better for you. And if you're doubting, I'm hearing that if you're doubting that it's better for you, don't doubt it. Because it is for your highest good that you are in this place now, that you had to turn your back and walk away from something. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear if there's anything else that we're going to say about this, but I'm not getting anything else from this. Just that you were in a situation, something that was hidden from you came to light. Someone was hiding something from you. It was revealed. And it's interesting that we have the sun and the moon here. This is an eclipse. And this is, I believe this is a new moon. Because the moon is about, walking the path, finding the path that's meant for us, that is being illuminated by this moonlight. And you can see that there is a path there that, we can barely see, but once it's illuminated, we actually see the path, and it's going into the mountains away from, trickery and, howling dogs. So again, if you were doubting that this was the wrong path, don't doubt. It is definitely the right path for you. We're going to see what the high priestess has to show us about what is affecting you most right now. And I do believe that is your intuition. Actually, it's doubting your intuition. We have 1 to 2 cards to clarify the High Priestess, please. What is affecting Virgo most right now? Thank you. Oh, loosen my grip. The Page of Wands. All right. The Page of Wands is very creative, much like the Knight of Wands. Page of Wands brings messages. So I think you gained a little bit of that. It's interesting here that the we have the King of Wands, who is all about the action and the creativity and putting things into motion. And then we also have the Ten of Swords that's clarifying here. And we also have the Ten of Swords right here as well. So on the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups. And for me, the Ace of Cups is, unconditional love. Oh, look, we have temperance, balance, harmony, things coming into alignment, co-creation with the universe, right? So I love that we saw, I love that we saw temperance right there with the High Priestess. So I believe you were doubting your intuition, and I'm hearing that you shouldn't doubt your intuition. Obviously, our higher selves always want what's best for us, always looking out for us. Whenever you hear something that tells you can't do something, that's not your higher self. That's not your um, that's not your higher mind. That's your ego, right? So don't doubt your intuition. It only wants what's best for you, and don't listen to the ego. So you are bringing in new ideas of creativity, and this is a sort of focus. So, an intense focus to do something. So, you've had your mind on an idea for a while and you've been kind of stewing over it, but you haven't been listening to the intuition. So, I think that sort of held you back a little bit. Um, and I think it's still holding you back now, even in this current energy where you are feeling great about life, you're feeling good, even though something ended essentially for something else to begin that's good for you, that's going to work out for you. I still feel that you were having your doubts about this, but you've implemented something. And the reason I know you've implemented something is because you have this Knight of Wands down here, because the Knight of Wands is action. The Page of Wands is the messenger, is the creativity coming in. It is that spark that you need to get something going. And you have the King of Wands to put it into, to keep it going. So the Page of Wands is the messenger. The King of Wands is the one who sits on the throne, who is poised at the ready to do something. All you have to do is say the word, and he's doing it, right? But you also have this 10 of Swords here. Again, this almost feels like this comes and goes. So it comes and goes from you. It's like you'll have these really penetrating thoughts about something that someone has done. And it kind of gets to you. Like some things that people say really get under your skin. But I feel that you are not letting this bother you anymore because you know what's best for you. You don't have to listen to anybody else when they try to tell you, oh, you should do this and this and this. You know what's best for you, Virgo, and you're going to keep doing what you're doing. So, but you need to start listening to this intuition, you know, Bring in the love. Do something that you love. Listen to the listen to the universe. Co-create. Be in balance, be in harmony. Curious. I mean, come on now. The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. Underneath the Ace of Cups, Temperance is the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you are definitely doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't think I need to tell you anymore. I think the message is very clear. So we do have the Knight of Wands here. This is the subconscious. This is the Knight of Wands is the doer. He is the one who puts things into motion. The one who puts things into action. The Knight of Wands is, again, very good at implementing what the messenger brings in. The messenger comes in with orders, and he's like, I'm on it. So he starts writing and he starts doing. So I think in your subconscious, there is that fire. There is that want to absolutely do something that is meant for you. I think you are a little bit scared, though. I think the ego is getting to you a little bit. Thank you so much. That one too. Page of Pentacles. And on the bottom, we have the Five of Wands. This is conflict, but it is also a false conflict. This is also about a structuring, a rebuilding after a conflict. So the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands on the bottom, third card on the bottom. Let's see, we have quite a few cards here. First one that came out is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is messages, good news, things coming in quick, manifestations coming in, flying at you faster than you can say duck. So then we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is this thought process that you're having, new ideas coming in, opportunities. The Ace of Swords is also action, though. It is also about turning the ideas that you're having, very much like the Knight of Wands, but having the opportunity to do that. So, I mean, perfect card for that. Then you have the Five of Swords, which is interesting. Let me get through these, and then we're going to talk about the Five of Swords. So you have the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is, bringing you something of interest. Like, hey, you can't miss out on this. You have to do this. You have to see this. So this is, for me, all of these cards just further clarify that your subconscious is telling you to get off of your booty and let's start implementing some of this stuff. And the Lovers is coming into alignment with that. So your mind and your body are meeting. The subconscious is up here, right? Is up here, and then your body's down here. But this is the meeting of the body and the mind, the heart and the mind, and actually implementing these ideas that you want to bring into the world. And the Page of Pentacles, I mean, the Pentacles are physical reality. So you are definitely implementing your ideas. You are bringing these in. Your subconscious wants you to do that. The Five of Swords, fives are always about a need for a change, a transition. This Five of Swords is like, yeah, you're still struggling, but you're going to get out of it. But if you don't find a way to lift yourself out and stop doubting yourself, you're going to have a few losses. The opportunity is not going to be as great. So keep going with what you're doing. You stay in this energy here, you keep going. But the subconscious wants you to implement more of these ideas coming in. Now, in the past lesson that you've learned, you do have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is victory. It can be a personal victory, it can also be a community victory. So let's clarify the Six of Wands, please, for Virgo in the past lessons learned. Okay, I'm not taking all of them, but they did want me to see the Three of Cups. So we're taking the Three of Cups. Have one to two more cards, please, for the Six of Wands for Virgo. In the past lesson learned. Thank you. Oh, the Fool. Nope. Okay. You want me to take that? All right, great. Do I? Okay. Okay. So underneath the bottom, we have the Ten of Wands, the completion, the Strength card. We have Temperance once again. So, oh, goodness gracious. I'm asking for one to two, and I'm getting three to four. This is fine. Okay, so the Six of Wands is a victory. It is you, sort of saying, hey, look what I did, look at my accomplishments. The Three of Cups is also about a celebration, a victory, a coming together, a celebration of people, places, friends, ideas. This is absolute joy and community. The Six of Wands can also be, a victory inside of a community, saying that, you've done good. Like that's not the right word to say. You have done a lot for the people around you. And I am getting that here as well. The Six of Cups will also suggest that it's a, I heard hometown with the Six of Cups. Do you live in your hometown or did you go back recently in the past 3 to 4 months? Did you go back and did you take care of something that had to do with your family? Is someone in spirit? Hmm. I'm very sorry if someone you love dearly passed. And that is very difficult. It was very unexpected. I'm very sorry. If someone passed. Okay. I'm gonna respectfully move away from that. Thank you. And then we're going to continue on with this community aspect of the Fool, of having the knowledge, the tools starting out to do something. But it's not only that, but the Fool is confident, sort of in a way that you'd be like, why are you so confident? But I'm getting that it's just confidence from this card. You did something in the past 3 to 4 months that was significant. It was a significant step for you. Thank you. It was a significant step for you. And it took a lot of courage to do what you did. So I feel that not only was this something that was celebrated by other people, this activity that you had completed or you started, but it was also a personal goal that you had gained. And we have the eight of pentacles here, which is about self-mastery. It's about a novice becoming um the master of his trade, the master of his or her craft, working diligently into the night. Also seeing that, spending a lot of time alone trying to perfect something. I think that was a lesson, Virgo, that you learned, is that it takes hard work and dedication to an activity to do it right, to get it done. Because if you want to have the victory, the success, you have to work hard. And I will tell you that hard work is rewarding in its own right. But you can also, you know, have the assumption, have the assumption that what you believe, what you think, will also manifest into what you want as well. So definitely take some time for you there. Yes, work hard, do your thing. I'm not going to tell you don't do your thing. Absolutely do your thing. Keep working hard. But you did learn that hard work makes dream work. I always say that. I always say something about dream work and people roll their eyes at me. So with the Ten of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. I have one more card for the Ten of Swords, please, for the energy coming in for Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Almost lost it. But you have the Sun card on the bottom of the deck with the Four of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Again, with the High Priestess here, this, what's affecting you most right now, and is also, sort of underneath what's coming in. So the Ten of Swords is suggesting that you were hurt by something that someone had said. People had, I feel like that this is almost, mhm. So I do feel that this is at least two people that were sort of telling you how, that are going to be telling you or suggesting to you how to live your life, and you do not have to listen to them. And they're coming in like the Knight of Swords. And I say that these are people, that's what I feel. It could be that you have thoughts that, you're sabotaging yourself. These ideas, the energy that's coming in, it could be that more of this self-sabotaging thoughts, but you are putting an end to it. You're finding the strength, taming the beast, so to speak, and you are reflecting on this energy, on this situation, either on the situation and what you are telling yourself, or I believe it's people that are coming in and being very blunt, being almost like, it sort of reminds me of very oppressive. It feels very oppressive. It's almost like I'm being verbally attacked, and I want to kind of do one of these numbers and kind of coil in on myself. I'm hearing a woman shrieking, actually, like she bursts into the house and she's just upset about, I can't hear what she's saying. I hear the noise, I hear her voice. I can't tell what she's saying, but she's coming in very much like the Knight of Swords, this very blunt, aggressive, impulsive energy. She says things before she has a chance to actually think about what she's saying. And that not only causes you pain, but that also later on causes her pain. And I think this Ten of Swords is an indicator of that sort of, someone stabbing you in the back over and over and over again, because this is not the first time this has happened. This is very much a repeated thing that this person has done. Um, I am getting one more person as well, though. I can't quite find that person in here, but I did get the sense it was two people. I am hearing husband, not necessarily yours, but someone else's. Um, it might be this woman's husband. I feel like he sort of sits back and lets this happen. Okay, okay. All right, I'm respectfully moving away from that. Thank you. So I do think that you are finding the courage and the strength to end this because, again, tens are the completion of something. They do bring something to an end so something else can start again. We have the world right there. So it is sort of appropriate. But I mean, keep in the energy of the world. You don't have to let anybody determine your fate, what you do with your life. It is, in fact, your life. It is yours to live. It is not anybody else's to live. You have to live it to for yourself. Um, and sometimes it is difficult to do things that you can follow your heart. We do have responsibilities, sometimes that sort of get in the way of that. I don't want to say get in the way, that's the wrong word, but responsibilities that can slow down the progress of our heart's desire. Let me just say. So, with the Seven of Swords, it's something that you need to see, but you're not seeing. The Seven of Swords can be a deceptive person, persons. It can also be about not fully having a plan in place or being so excited that forget one aspect of something. Let's see. But the way it's going, I sort of feel like this is a person that you're not seeing. But I don't want to fully say that until we get two more cards. Two more cards. You. The Ace of Swords. Okay. We have one more card, please, for the Seven of Swords. Huh. Okay. Thank you. There's one more in here that they want. Which one? You show me which one? That one. Justice. On the bottom, we have the Five of Swords again. All right. So let's analyze this. The Seven of Swords is something that you are not seeing, but you need to see. This could be a person. This could be, you not having a plan fully in place. The Ace of Swords is, once again, turning plans into actions. The Two of Pentacles is accepting challenges, turning, something that you thought might have been difficult into a great balancing act. But again, he's not going to be able to balance those pentacles forever. He does have the 8 sign here, which coincidentally we have an 8 if we add the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords together. And 8s are infinite potential. They can also represent love, unexpected income. So, with that being said, you can look at this two ways. So, if we're looking at it from a person, I think you're going to be finding out the motive of this person. And the motives were not always good. So you're going to be learning the truth of a situation. And you're going to know what to do with that. And especially with the Justice card, justice is, it's accountability. It's a karmic ties, cause and effect. It's very objective. The Justice card has no emotion. She is incredibly logical. She is accountability. Like I said, she is all about, she's also about balance. So again, reinforcing the balance for a situation. I think you're I think you're going to learn the truth about somebody, or you should be knowing the truth about somebody, or when this comes in, I think you're going to see this and you're going to handle it with grace and fairness and objectivity. And I think your emotional ties, whenever this comes in, is going to be completely done. I think you're going to say, I'm cut off. I'm done. I don't want anything else to do with this anymore. And, if you continue down that path, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is, it's, she is, she is abundant. She is abundant. You have the Emperor that's clarifying it. We got one more for the Nine of Pentacles, please. And the likely outcome for this situation for Virgo. Thank you. We have the Five of Wands again. And the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, Three of Swords. Thank you so much. So yeah, um, yeah, you are gonna have some thoughts around this that are painful, that are gonna come in, and they might bother you a little bit. But I see you, you know, in the future here, living your best life, being abundant, and having time for you, your family, your friends, um, the things that you love to do, because you are in this Emperor energy, this, embodying the energy of all four of the kings. And this could be you being an entrepreneur, taking control of your finances, your life, manifesting something. So you've overcome conflict and you've built something up. I do want to get one more card. I'm hearing one more card. I always want to give me one more card. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and Temperance. What did I say about manifesting? You're co-creating with the universe with Temperance. Okay, the alchemy. I always say alchemy. The alchemy of how the universe processes your wishes, wants, emotions, manifestations. This is a co creation card, being in harmony with the universe. You are definitely doing that. So you are taking control of your life, getting out of this conflict, building something back up, perhaps with community or family, building something for yourself. And you have the opportunity again coming in to do this, reaffirming the current position, your current energy, the Ace of Pentacles. So you keep going down this track. You are going to get there. You are going to find your manifestation, and it is going to be beautiful. I absolutely believe that. You have a very commanding presence about you right now. I feel like people are a little intimidated by you, Virgo. Are you doing that on purpose? Or are you just not meaning to do it? But you have beautiful cards here, and I'm so happy for you. We are going to clarify the Death card. You can't, I'm telling you, you can't make it up. You couldn't write this. Gonna have 1 to 2 cards to clarify the Death card, please. One did flip over. The Ace of Cups. And you have Victor in the bottom of the deck. So, interesting enough, you're really being told that it is time to let something go and put something behind you. This up here. It's time to let something go and put something behind you. Let go of old, unhealthy, toxic relationships, people, habits, addictions, patterns that you perhaps fall back into, and go forward with love in your heart. Have a heart based presence about you. Look at things from the highest perspective that you can look at. That is how you transform. So, we live in mind or heart. There's heart based people and there's mind based people. Spirit's asking you to be heart based now. The field Virgos are very logical, analytical. They take everything in, they see everything except for what they don't. It takes a lot, I've heard, to hide something from a Virgo. I feel right now very strongly Spirit is begging you to let go of that mind living and live in your heart, in your present moment. And good things are going to come your way, Virgo. I'm going to pull one shadow card. I'm pushing the time here. We're at 41 minutes. I have one shadow aspect for Virgo, please. Something that we need to consider. Thank you. The Eight of Cups. So it is going to be very difficult for you to turn away from something. We did have the Eight of Cups somewhere else here. I'm not sure where we had the Eight of Cups at. Be up here. Yep. Perfect. You had it in your first position. It is going to be very difficult to walk away from something that no longer serves you. It's going to be very difficult. But what do you gain by staying in that position, by staying in that place? Well, Spirit says you get nothing but a snake. So think about the pros and cons of your situation. Ask yourself, what is this doing to me if I choose to stay in this energy? If I don't walk away and search for my ninth, 10th cup, what do I gain by staying here? I would like to thank Spirit for presiding over this reading. There are a lot of great messages here. I hope you have kept an open mind and an open heart, Virgo. You are part of this story now, so dream deeply, listen closely, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you.